Hi and welcome back to another Tech Connect video. It's time to get slingy with it. Well, it's finally come to pass. We are finally doing a video on the Slinger. Cory, I know you've been very excited to make this video for a long time now.
Been counting down the days.
Counting down the days. How slingy are you feeling here on a scale of 1 to 10?
I am at full sling max.
100% sling.
Yes.
He's ready to sling it. So, Cory, for those who don't know about the Slinger, I suppose you better tell us all about what it is.
Well, I think that would be good because I didn't know what it was for a long time.
I still don't know.
I think Slinger, the best way to say it is an accessory for your smartphone.
Okay. There you go. See you later, everyone.
No, so basically it's going to allow us to use our phone hands-free. So let's talk about some of the pieces of Slinger.
Okay.
And then I think that'll probably make the most sense letting people know what it does.
Okay.
So it comes in a couple different pieces. One piece is going to attach to the back of your phone, which I've already attached this to the back of my phone. It just does it by quite strong tape.
Yeah, word of warning, if you stick it to your phone, you might have trouble getting it off again.
I put it on and then realized I didn't have it exactly straight.
Yes.
And so then went to take it off and it ripped the bottom of my case off. So the good news is it's super strong, which is what you'd want anyways, especially if it's going to be something that your phone is mounted into.
Indeed.
And then the second piece is sort of the sling part of it here. So we've got a couple pieces here. First of all, we've got a strap that's coming off of the top of it. And this strap is pretty cool because it is elastic, so we can stretch it out. And so now it's going to go around our neck.
Nice.
And then on each side of the top, there are buttons. And if we just press those in, it slings in the Slinger.
That's a real strong mechanism there.
Yeah, it does. So it just retracts that cable back into itself.
Something to be aware of, you probably don't want to press those buttons while it's around your neck.
No, I would not recommend doing that because it will, especially if your phone's there, it's probably going to start to choke you. But you can retract it then, and then what's kind of cool is it just tucks itself underneath the Slinger so that can be up out of the way. On the back of the unit, also, there is a little spot that's going to slide out, and this can be used actually in 2 different ways.
Exciting.
First of all, there's spots to put your credit cards.
Okay.
So you can simply go ahead and just slide in a card. I have it here, and we'll show it up on screen too. But I just slid a card in, we can close it up, and now you can put in credit card, cash, something like that, so you don't have to carry a wallet with you.
Nice, I like it.
You can also use it as a stand for your phone too, so you could set it on the table.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone in it right now, but if you did it, you could see that it can do it that way, or you can do it landscape if you wanted to too.
Amazing.
Look at that. So this thing has got a couple...
Very versatile.
Yes, exactly.
Cory, I believe that you missed out a feature as well. You can get colored inserts if you want to really style up your Slinger.
Yeah. And that is actually there's a lot of customization with the Slinger. So first of all, right now it comes by default with just a clear backing, which is kind of cool because you can see the little contraption inside that does the retraction.
The Slinger.
Yes,
exactly.
Slinger itself. But you can get different colors, inserts for that. And then you can get different length cords too. So the part that goes around your neck, they have one that's super long where you can actually wear it more like messenger style or a purse.
Sure. Yeah.
So, or if you wanted it, over your shoulder. So there's all different length cables that you can add to your Slinger as well. So there's a lot of customization. But you might say like, okay, well, what's the point? Why would we want to be using
Good question.
Well, there's 2 main reasons for the Slinger. Number 1 is going to be if you're wanting it just around your neck. And as you're walking around, it's good for making phone calls.
Okay.
If you're going to do it that way, then the way that you're going to want to kind of mount this, and you want to be careful when you stick the mount to the back of your phone, is you're going to want to mount it so that the screen is facing away from you. And the bottom of the phone is pointing up towards your chin. So it's actually kind of laying against your chest upside down.
So if I just borrow your phone,
Yeah,
the phone, I don't need the Slinger necessarily, but the phone would be hanging just on our chest with the bottom of the phone facing toward our mouth because that's where the microphone is.
So,
and with the screen facing out, would you be able to answer the call?
Yeah, then you'd be able to quickly use it or just bring it up towards you nice and easy to be able to interact with the phone.
Back on the table there.
So that's one way of using it. The other way is going to be if you are somebody who's blind or visually impaired, which you probably are if you're watching this channel.
Yeah, you would imagine.
You might want to use this hands-free with some of our visual interpreting services like potentially BeMyEyes or Aira. And that way then you're going to want to mount it opposite so that it is now going to be facing the correct way. And you'll see when we go outside and do an example, we're going to show us using it. It's going to be mounted so that the screen of your camera is facing against your chest.
Yes.
And that the back rear camera is facing up.
So again, if I just hold up the phone to demonstrate, so we've got the camera at the top here. It's facing against my chest. Now the phone is against my chest, so to use the phone, I'll have to pull it out.
Exactly.
So the screen's in front of me, then I can open the app, and then I can hang it around the neck, and then the cameras will be free to see out in front of us.
But that way then, exactly, then you're not blocking the rear camera, you're getting a nice, or your camera's not upside down,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So that's something to be aware of though, is think about how you believe you're going to use it, because this thing is so sticky, the piece that mounts onto the back of the phone, we can only choose one of those two options, which is a bit of a bummer. So just kind of think about how you think you're going to use the Slinger.
So we recommend buying 2 phones and 2 Slingers, just so you're prepared for every eventuality.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not?
You got your upside down sling, and you
got
got
the right
your
way around
talk
sling.
on the phone sling.
Yeah, exactly. Sling for every occasion.
All right, so now that we know what the Slinger is, we are going to go outside and we're going to use the Oko app, because we've already done a video on Oko. Great tool for crossing the street.
Indeed.
We are going to use it with the Slinger, and we're going to see how it does so that we can have hands-free. And then we're also going to talk about what I think is a potential upside to the Slinger with Oko. But let's go see how it does first, and then we'll see if my theory is proven right.
Cory, let's slang it.
So we are outside. We're about to try out the Slinger with the Oko app and see if it's going to allow us to go hands-free when we cross the street. So we've already got the Slinger attached to the phone. Now remember, from the beginning of the video, we talked about the 2 different ways. I've got it so that I can use it with Oko, which means we're going to have that back camera facing out. So I'm going to take my strap off here, and we're going to pull it nice and long. I'm going to put it over my head. And the way it's laying now is that I've got the screen against my chest, and the phone rear camera is facing out the correct way. So we're ready to rock. We're going to go ahead, get the Oko app going, and then we're going to walk up to our street and see if it is going to go hands-free crossing that street. Let's go. All right, that worked out quite well using Oko and Slinger. It made crossing the street super convenient, but now I'm done with this video shoot. I want to get out of here. I've called an Uber. I'm going to use Aira though real quickly just to make sure that I'm hopping in the right car. And I'm going to use the Slinger just to have the phone laying against my chest again to make it hands-free. So I'm going to pull it out here and we'll get Aira up and connected. Open Aira Explorer.
Aira Explorer.
All right.
Call Aira agent.
And we'll get an agent.
Calling Aira. Calling Aira. Waiting for agent.
Hello, thank you for using Aira. My name is Mary. What can I help you with today?
Hi, I just wanted to find out when a red car shows up. It should be pulling up any minute.
You said it would be red? No problem. Just sit tight. There it is.
Oh, it just pulled up?
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, Cory, we spent an afternoon slinging it. How was it for you?
It was good.
That's good.
Actually, I was quite surprised. It worked really well with Oko.
Yeah.
It still picked up the camera. Even as I got all the way across, I was a little nervous about the angle, but that worked out. But I was not wearing Bluetooth earpiece or headphones, and so it was a little harder to hear, mostly because of all the traffic and the gentleman leaf blowing.
Yes.
Which didn't help.
Very
It didn't-
enthusiastically.
Yeah, it didn't
Yes.
help.
Yeah.
And then the BeMyEyes, that worked as well too, although there was, BeMyEyes had a little harder time because my sound kept going through the earpiece. But all in all, it's a great solution for hands-free.
And for the BeMyEyes, Corey, maybe something like walking through the grocery store or going to an airport, it would be ideal for that type of
Yeah,
thing.
I think any kind of long trip where you don't want to be sitting there holding the phone makes sense. Now, I did say when we checked out Oko, I was going to test out my theory.
Yes.
And that was my theory. My theory was I wanted to see if it could see the lights as we crossed. But more importantly, sometimes individuals, and I fall victim to this as well, is that you tend to veer when you cross the street. And the street crossing we were doing wasn't straight either, so that makes it difficult. When you're holding the phone up with Oko, you can still find yourself easily drifting your right and left hand, so your body's not staying straight. One of the nice things about Slinger and Oko is that being mounted right at the center mass, right at the center of your chest, you're going to keep a better straight line going. So you're not drifting, your body's not turning nearly as much. Or if you do, if you stop hearing what it is, then you know for sure that you've drifted or veered away. Yeah, so yes, my theory was correct. I am a scientist.
Indeed, and if you're a scientist and you love to sling it, why not put it down in the comments below? Also, you can tell us about what your favorite food is, your favorite color, and your favorite country. Well, why not?
That works.
It's part of our community.
But if you've slinged in a different country, put it down in the comments.
Yeah, the more slinging, the better is what I say. And talking of more slinging, we have a lot more content, Corey. We have, let's see, we have a learning management system. You can find that at...
Yes. Try again, take two. techconnect.vision-forward.org. And just a reminder, all ACVREP credits are completely free.
Indeed, and you can also check out our podcast on your favorite podcatching service, and you would want to search for Vision Forward Tech Connect, I believe.
Yes,
very good.
And that is usually a recording of our live show. We do a live show every other Thursday. The next one is actually going to be 2 days from when we're filming this, so it'll actually happen, but check it out because it is with Will Walsh from Numa Solutions, talking about RIM.
Indeed.
And then in 2 weeks from then is going to be a date that would actually be June the 6th.
Okay,
maybe?
that sounds correct. June the 6th, we are hoping and intending to have the people from Glidance on. They will be coming on the live show to talk about their Glidance device, which helps you get around safely. It's kind of like an electronic guide dog in a way.
I wonder if you could sling the Glidance.
You could sling anything you want, Corey. I think a combination of Slinger and Glidance and maybe the, let's see, the, what's that, Sunu band, stick all of those on at the same time, you're going to be having the greatest day of your life.
How about we sling out of here?
That's a great idea. It's time to sling out of here. Everybody, hope you enjoyed the video and see you later. Corey, time to go.